Mickey Mouse stood at the entrance of the old abandoned Disney theme park, the one that no one ever spoke about. Once a beacon of joy and laughter, it now loomed in eerie silence, cloaked in shadows and creeping vines. The cheerful music that once played endlessly was replaced by the rustling of leaves and the distant mournful hoot of an owl. Mickey had been summoned by an old letter, written in a shaky hand and bearing the unmistakable emblem of Walt Disney himself. The letter spoke of a terrible secret hidden deep within the park, something that had to be confronted before it consumed everything. As he walked through the gates, memories of happier times flashed before his eyes. He remembered the smiling faces of children, the joyful screams on the rides, and the warmth of the sun on his face. But now, everything was cold and lifeless. The ride stood still, their once vibrant colors faded and peeling. The pathways were overgrown, and the air was thick with the scent of decay. Mickey made his way to the old castle at the center of the park, its towering spires now casting ominous shadows in the moonlight. As he approached, he could feel a presence watching him, its eyes burning into his back. He quickened his pace, the hairs on the back of his neck standing on end. Inside the castle, the grand hall was filled with cobwebs and dust. The chandeliers, once sparkling with light, were now dark and covered in grime. Mickey's footsteps echoed through the empty hall as he made his way to the basement, the place mentioned in the letter. The basement door was heavy and creaked loudly as Mickey pushed it open. A foul stench hit him and he gagged, covering his nose with his gloved hand. The staircase leading down was narrow and steep, each step groaning under his weight. As he descended, the darkness closed in around him, and he could barely see a few feet ahead. At the bottom of the stairs, Mickey found himself in a large, dimly lit chamber. The walls were lined with strange symbols, and in the center of the room stood a large, ornate mirror. The surface of the mirror was black, reflecting nothing but emptiness. Mickey approached the mirror cautiously. As he stood before it, the surface began to ripple, and an image slowly came into focus. He saw himself, but his reflection was twisted and distorted. His eyes were hollow, his smile a gruesome grin. The reflection moved on its own, stepping out of the mirror and into the room. "Hello, Mickey," the doppelganger said, its voice a chilling echo of his own. "I've been waiting for you." Mickey stepped back, his heart pounding in his chest. "Where are you? Why are you here?" The doppelganger laughed, a cold, hollow sound. "I am the darkness that has been hidden away, the part of you that was never meant to see the light. But now, I am free." Mickey tried to run, but the doppelganger was too fast. It grabbed him, its grip like ice. "You can't escape me, Mickey. I'm you, and you are me. Together we will bring this world to its knees." Mickey struggled, but the doppelganger's strength was overwhelming. As he felt his consciousness slipping away, he realized the truth. The abandoned park, the letter, the mirror, it had all been a trap, a way to lure him into the darkness. The last thing Mickey saw before he blacked out was his own twisted reflection, grinning down at him with malevolent glee. When Mickey awoke, he was back at the entrance of the park. The sun was shining, the air was warm, and the sounds of laughter filled the air. But something was wrong. He looked around and saw that everything was just as it had been before, but he felt different. The darkness was inside him now, a part of him that he could never escape. As he walked through the park, he realized that the world would never be the same. The darkness had been unleashed, and it was only a matter of time before it consumed everything. Mickey smiled, but it was not a smile of joy. It was the smile of a mouse who had seen the darkness and survived, but at a terrible cost.